How's it going, boys? Alright, it's time to continue the New Jersey Devils GM mode commentary. We're heading into year 3, coming off a nice Stanley Cup win, but before the season starts, we got to go into free agency. Now, before we go into free agency, there's a few good little free agents that I want to look at in the when we get to the list, but there's a few things I want to look at here. I think we need to distinguish whether we're a rookie team or we're a veteran team because we have a bunch of players who are still in the minors who are almost ready to come up and play, but I'm not sure I'm ready to sacrifice my veterans. So if I'm going to keep my rookies in the minors, I might send a couple guys down and, hang on, I'll show you guys what I was talking about. Because I do have $8 million to spend here. Okay, so centers, we got Thornton, Zajac, Marchand plays on the wing for us, Pelly, Colburn, and Josephson. Okay, so we know Thornton and Zajac, 1 and 2. Now, I've been seeing some messages saying we got to keep Rod Pelly, and I agree. He had a great playoff run. We're going to keep him up there. But here's the thing. Colburn and Josephson, right? Do you go with Colburn and Josephson and put Pelly down? No, I think he's the more distinguished and veteran grinder, and I think he fits the fourth line better than these two guys. Josephson is a future grinder for us, but 78 overall at 22, he's still missing some key features there for a grinder. And Colburn, I was hoping he would have developed a bit more, but he's only 79. So what I was thinking, he's only 23, and same thing with Josephson, he's very young. Maybe send these guys down, even though they played up last year, send them down and keep Pelly up, and then sign a fourth liner in free agency who's like in the mid-80s. So I'll have a third liner from free agency, Rod Pelly on the fourth line, and then these two guys down. And really stack up for this year. And then the year after that, when Joe Thornton's $7 million contract runs out, that's when I can bring these guys up. Because look, the next year, that's our target year. That's a big contract signing year. Joe Thornton's gone, so that he fits in perfectly to our plan. But we also have to sign Pelly, who should be easy. But Joe Colburn, who's going to be off his minor league contract, he's probably going to be in the mid-80s. So we have to watch out for that. So everything we do right now, we have to watch out for the salary cap for next year. Okay, so possibly a player, but we can always sign a player just for 1 year, so that's not a problem. Left wingers, Kovalchuk, Parise, 1-2. Ted is going to play on the right wing. Ted is signed for 3 years, so yes, he's a young guy, but he's established. He's going to stay on our team. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Same thing with Nick Foligno, 82 overall. He plays on the third line with Brad Marchand. Nail Yakupov, 79 overall. I think I'm going to bring him up next year. If we take a look at his stats here, offensively, he's very gifted, but very weak defensively, and athletics, nothing special. He can still get better. I think one more year in the minors, and then he can take Shane Doan's first-line spot next year kind of thing. And he'll be there for us in the last 2 years. So I think that's the plan for Yakupov. So he gets another year in the minors, along with Colburn and Josephson. This is my plan. It's not final, but I'm talking out loud here. I want to see what players are available in the free agency. Zach Franco, he's not part of our immediate future. Right wingers, Cam Janssen and Clarkson, both fourth liners there. Carroll, he's a first rounder, but he's not part of our future. Maybe fifth year, but not this year, that's for sure. Palmieri, he hasn't developed into anything just yet. He's still only 23. He can get better, so he's going to play in the minors this year. Okay, so if we look at that, okay, so I'm going to count up the players that I know for sure aren't going to play in the minors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I have room to sign one, it's one center. Okay, I need to sign one fourth line or third line center. Okay. And then Shane Doan, but I think I might want to get somebody instead of Shane Doan for that first line. So possibly a right winger. I need a right winger, yeah, because I have a bunch of lefties. So I need a first or second line right winger, or first line right winger, a third line or fourth line center. Defenseman, Volchenkov, good for Larson, but look, again, another player, and this guy I got to watch out for. Next year, he's going to want $5 or $6 million, so I got to watch out for that. Carlson signed. Boychuk is signed. Lyles is signed, but he'll be up for 1 year, so that's good. Here's the interesting part, though. Keith Ballard, even though he's a good player, He's worth 4.2 million, and that's going to go into next year. I might need to have that cap space available to sign a bunch of these guys. So I'm going to show you guys how you can see and do the math ahead of time. I'll show you guys in a second here. Fane, Gardner as well. He's going to be up next year. He might be worth a couple mil at a mid-80s if he does get up there. Ollie we have at 0.95, so we're fine there. We go down. Laner we have, so we're fine there. Okay, so that's what we have to watch out for. If we go to all skaters here, who's up next year? Basically all of these guys. Larson, I'm going to name all the key players here. Larson, Colburn, Gardner, Pelly, Lyles, Thornton, Doan, who's not going to be on our team. Okay, so next year we're going to have $23 million cap space. But in that $23 million, we have to sign all those players. So I'm just going to do a quick roundup here. $23 million. Joe Thornton's probably going to want, we'll say 6.5 because if he's still in the 90s, you know what? We'll say 7 again just to be safe. Joe's going to want 7. Lyles is going to want 3, so there's 10. Pelly's going to want 1.5, so we'll round that up to 12. Gardner's going to want 3. We'll just round up. I like to round up to make sure. 15. Colburn's going to want 3. 18. And Larson's going to want like 6, so 24. So yeah, we are just under the limit. And these guys are going to be restricted free agents, so I can send them qualifying offers, go to free agency, and maybe wheel and deal if I have to. So we're pretty good. We're pretty good for salary. Okay, good. So we've checked that. So as long as we don't sign anybody for more than 1 year, keeping Keith Ballard should be a possibility. We should be able to keep our team intact. So let's go into free agency here. And there was one player I saw on the right that I think I might want to send an offer to. Hang on a sec. Restricted free agents, you got a bunch of guys here. I'm not going to go for any restricted free agents, okay? I don't need to spend any draft picks. I have a good team. There's no need to do that. I'm going to only go for unrestricted free agents. Now, I'm going to sort by centers because what did I say? I wanted that third line or fourth line center. Andy McDonald, no. Manny Malhotra, that's what I'm talking about. Ooh, Chris Kelly, Steckel. Oh, man, there's some good ones in this one. Okay. It's going to be between Manny Malhotra and Chris Kelly. Manny Malhotra is 33. Chris Kelly's only 32. Okay, Manny Malhotra wants about $1 million more, so he's probably better. Now, I'm looking for a power play specialist, a penalty kill specialist, and I think Manny Malhotra would fit that bill. Look at his defensive category. 83, 85, 85, 85, 88 for faceoffs. That's great. Stick checking, 85. Athletically, he's still great. C minuses, so he's still not getting worse. He's kind of stuck. He's plateaued, but he's going to get worse. He might start to get worse by the end of the season here, as soon as he starts to get a D. Okay, Manny Malhotra looks good. Let's take a look at Chris Kelly. Same kind of player, a bit weaker in the defensive category, which is kind of what I'm looking for. He's a bit better offensively, so he would be a better third line grinder. Ooh, this is a tough. You know what? He's not that much better than Manny Malhotra. No, he's not. He's not actually. You know what? I'm gonna go with Manny. Manny Malhotra. We're gonna sign you. Oh, he wants 3 years. Okay, I'm only gonna offer you 1 year there, buddy. Calm down. 1 year at 3.25, just to make sure we get him. All right, we want to make sure we get Manny. Now we also needed that right winger or left winger, but somebody to play on the right side. Alexei Ponikarovsky, no, and he's the best player. He doesn't fit the bill. Right wingers, is there anybody? Dan Cleary, Michael Ryder, Timu Solani. Okay, we have some players here. We have Shane Doan, but we saw the D's in his potential. Michael Ryder isn't bad. Oh man, Michael Ryder isn't bad offensively, but he's a bit weak defensively. I don't know if I like that. But he is one of the best choices. You know what? I'm gonna send Michael Ryder a Dan Cleary. It's Dan Cleary. Well, let me hang on. You know, Dan Cleary is pretty similar to Michael Ryder, and he's better defensively. Do I need any more tough? I don't really need any two-way guys. Hang on, I'm thinking here, boys. Got a right winger and Ted on the second line. No, I don't need Dan Cleary. He's a talented little player, but I need somebody who is stacked offensively. And Ryder does edge him out offensively in the right wing. You know what? I'm going to send an offer to Ryder because it's fake money and it doesn't really matter, and this is the only other player I'm going to sign. Since we got Manny Malhotra for, what was it, 3.25, Let's offer Ryder 4.25. So we are only at 7.5, well underneath the salary cap. 4.25, sorry. Went over it. 1 year. Let's see if these players take the offer. And quickly, we're going to search all players. And there's the alarm. So we'll do a first little batch of signings here in this video. Potential. Nah, there's no B potential, so I'm not going to grab anybody. Goalies. There was Tim Thomas available. But I actually read your guys' comments saying that the injuries to goalies was a glitch. And they fixed it now. So I was thinking Tim Thomas for a backup, but we're just going to leave Lehner in there the whole season now. We don't have to worry about injuries. So Thomas at 3.7, we can't afford him now. So we're okay for goalies. Is there any good? Ooh, Brandon Stone, B potential. Undrafted, but you know what? Let's pick him up. Let's pick him up. Let's give him, so we get him for sure. 3 years, 2-way contract at 0.925. All right. Let's simulate a few days here. Simulation. Brandon Stone, yep, we got Brandon Stone. Michael Ryder we got, and Manny Malhotra we got. So we got everybody, and we have $0.6 million left. So that was good. That was some good spending. All right, we don't need to do much more. Let's simulate to the beginning of the season here. Simulate to the beginning of the season. You know what? I'll do the beginning startup in this video as well. There you go. I'll give you guys a nice little treat while I drink my Canadian Dry Ginger Ale once again. I'm addicted to this stuff. Oh yeah, so good. But yeah, we'll do quickly like the line changes, look at everything, see how good our team is, and then we'll set it up for the simulation for the next video. All right, here we go. Come on now, let's get to the end of the free agency here. New Jersey Devils, it's time to repeat back-to-back. Did the Devils? No, they didn't win a back-to-back. No, they didn't. It was Detroit who won the back-to-back. Colorado win back-to-back? I can't remember. I know they won 2. I can't remember if they won back-to-back. I know Detroit did. I remember back then. I was actually kind of a Lindros fan back in the day. And he got swept by Detroit and Yzerman. I remember that. Oh, but whatever. Lindros was a joke when he came to Toronto. I became a Leaf fan. Like, wait, I liked Lindros back in the day when I barely, I knew hockey, but I really didn't know hockey, if you know what I mean. You know, you just, the stars and you watch it on TV. But when you start playing hockey and you start understanding it, that's when you get a sense of team, and that's when I fell in love with the blue and white, my home city. All right, let's see here. Did anyone get better? Any one of our now Parise, Thornton, and Kovalchuk all still 91s. All right. See, let's check out donors here. 84, 36 years old, 84 overall. He's not bad defensively, but look, he's losing it. Yeah, he's losing it. I don't think we can keep this guy as our first liner anymore. He had a good last season, but hang on. We're going to have to see. All right, hang on. Let's go to the roster moves and adjust everyone here. Roster moves, roster moves. Let's adjust the roster moves. Okay. Center, Joe Thornton, Travis Zajac, Marchand, Pelly, yep. Malhotra, Colburn, Josephson. We're going to leave you guys down there. Left wingers, Kovalchuk, Parise, Doan, Ted, Foligno, yeah, Yakupov and Franco, leave you down there. Jansen, Clarkson, Palmieri, we're going to send you down there. Ryder, bring up here. Sikora down there. Defensemen, Volchenkov, Larson, Carlson, Boychuk, Lyles, Ballard, Gardner, and all of you go down to the minors. I want to see you guys try to get to the finals of the AHL one more time. That would be nice for you guys. And Lehner and Gustafsson. All right. Let's go to edit the lines quickly. Best lines. So we got Parise. Okay, I'm going to quickly do this. Same lines as last year. Kovalchuk, Thornton, and Ryder this time because he's taking over for... Now, we'll leave Doan there for now, just to see. Okay, Malhotra is going to be here. Where's Pelly? Ooh, Pelly. Where's Pelly? Okay, so I have to scratch somebody. Okay, so... Boys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys the... No, I can't do that. No, because I'm going to make more videos after this one. It's either... I got to play Ted and I got to play... Oh, this is going to be hard. It's a lot of players who've got to get on the ice here. Hang on. Jansen, Malhotra, Clarkson. Definitely the fourth line. Ted... Where's our... Okay, Pelly's got to get in here. So I think I got to take Doan off. Doan is getting scratched, boys. Yeah. Doan is getting scratched for Ryder. Yeah, so Doan is coming off. Pelly is going in. So hang on. Let me go back here. Let me bring down Doan. Sorry, buddy. You're getting old. Gonna have to trade you. See what I can get for you. Put you on the trading block. All right. Kovalchuk, Thornton, and Ryder. Ted, Zajac, Parise. No, Parise on the left side with Ted and Zajac. Very nice, very nice. We're going to put Pelly on the fourth line. Malhotra on the third line with Foligno and Marchand. That's a nice third line now. Better than Colburn, so that should be better. And Pelly, Clarkson, and Jansen. Then on the defensive end, you got Larson and Carlson on the first line. Volchenkov and Lyles. And Boychuk and Ballard. Sweet. And then, yep, power play is good. Yeah, they always put the best players on the power play automatically. Yeah. Malhotra's on the penalty kill. That's what I got him for. Perfect. They automatically see that in him. Awesome. Nice little penalty kill specialist we got now. And then in Albany, we're going to just do this. We got Colburn and Josephson, 1 and 2. Palmieri and Sikora over here. Shane Doan and Yakupov. I'm going to put Yakupov on the first. Shane Doan down here. Franco actually on Shane Doan, third line on Albany. We're going to trade him, boys. Don't worry. Ollie and Gardner, there we go. And okay, so we got a nice little combination in AHL. Ollie and Gardner, Colburn, Josephson, Palmieri, and Yakupov. It's 2 centers, 2 wingers, 2 defensemen, and no goalie. Oh, Stone, that goalie. Yeah, well, you know what? We'll play Stone. Screw Leighton. He's not going to get any better. Hey, we'll get Stone some, there you go, some experience. All right, there we go. Now let's check out our teams. I got to wrap this video up. This is getting long. Let's quickly just take a look at our team report, see how good we are, and before we start the simulation. Come on, damn autosave. Let's go. All right, coaching options, team reports. Let's see if we're better than last year. Ooh, we're better than last year, boys. Much better. I think we were 95 last year and then like 77 for goaltending. We are now 99 for offense, 100 for defense, and 81 for goaltending. So, I think we're going to be a stud of a team, the defending Stanley Cup champions. Let's see if we can win that President's Trophy. All right, boys, take it easy, and the next video coming soon.